Hey everybody, Spy4360 here. Originally I wasn't gonna do like another life update style video for a little bit, but I kind of wanted to just get everybody caught up to speed. I'm not gonna show the links wherever. It's down in the description. I stream by daily, all that good stuff. Um, yeah, so I just watched Secret Level through completely legal means. Uh, Yeah, I watched the whole series kind of in like one sitting, and I don't really know how to feel about it. Some of it was hype, some of it was really cool. I enjoyed a lot of it. Um, Particularly, let me actually show you guys. I played, I forget the name of the game, but it was the other game by Slow Clap. Um, yeah, Slow Clap. They had an episode on Sifu. Absolver. I played Absolver back when I was in high school, and I absolutely loved that game, right? And the episode for Sifu, I feel like it's just one to one the video game, you know, which is kind of funny. But it was a wonderful episode, and that one, and then there's like a League of Legends copy episode is also a really good episode. Um, those two in particular are very good episodes. Um, the League of Legends episode has the least, or I have the least amount of problems with, where like all of the episodes in Secret Level just feel like ads, which is like kind of scary. More and more, like the gaming industry is just getting more marketable, which is kind of depressing to say. Um, yeah, every game and like game franchise that I've been playing recently is just getting more and more monetized. Overwatch is probably the most egregious example of that of all the games that I'm playing recently. Marvel Rivals too, but I don't really want any of the skins from Marvel Rivals, nor am I like connected to any of the skins in Marvel Rivals or like the characters or anything, you know? Um, I don't know. More and more, it just feels like we're being pandered to in like a very bad and gross way. I don't really want to spoil Secret Level just because there is a lot of good stuff that comes out of that series. It's just like the last episode in particular feels very gross. And they make like a bunch of like, oh yeah, fuck corporations jokes, but it's like coming from Amazon. Um, I don't know. It just feels weird. And it had like a lot of beloved games from my childhood, which I feel like it's just supposed to pull at my emotional heartstrings. Um, yeah. I am also feeling very lonely, and this isn't really like fault of anybody other than like myself. Maybe like society, like we're going through like a loneliness epidemic, right? But yeah, I don't think I've had like a real serious conversation with anybody in like a couple months now. You know, all of the people I talk to, it's kind of just like superficial interactions. It's weird. I don't know. I went to see my parents, like literally as of recording this, 4 days ago, and um, it was weird. There's a lot going on in my life. I'm like having trouble with my roommates, and like I'm taking estrogen. I'm literally transitioning, right? Um, and I don't know. I kind of just had like non-conversations with my parents the entire time I was with them. It's a very weird and surreal vacation. Vacation. I'm gonna put it in quotes because I didn't have to work or anything, but I'm not gonna say it felt like I was on the clock. It just didn't feel cathartic, like I was on vacation. Um, I kind of have this problem where I only really speak to people when I'm spoken to. And my parents had like extremely, um, I don't know the right way to put this without sounding mean, but like basic conversations, right? Like, how's your day? How are you doing? All that stuff. We didn't really talk about like what's going on. Um, until the very last day where we're going to the airport, right? This is something personal between like my family, so I don't really want to get into it in a YouTube video. But basically, they were like, "Oh, why don't you talk to this person anymore?" And we had like an argument on the way to the airport for like 20 minutes, which like this is something that I actually feel passionate about, and I wanted to talk to them about it and like gauge how they felt. And it just felt like they were avoiding the subject, right? Again, transitioning, I'm taking estrogen. I was also bringing up the fact that I'm taking estrogen, and I felt like every time I brought it up, my parents would just not talk about it at all. I don't know. It's weird. This left me felt unfulfilled. And this had a wrapping around to secret level, I swear. Um, yeah. Gaming has kind of also left me unfulfilled, just in the sense that it feels like I'm trying to find games that I'll enjoy and that have my money's worth and that I can create content for you guys for, right? Um, I've been trying to do daily YouTube videos for you guys, but the views aren't really there. I know like views aren't really what I should be doing this for. Um, it just feels a little disheartening, but I feel like I'm getting better at editing and like streaming. Again, links in the description. I've had some pretty good conversations with people on stream and everything. Um, it just feels gross with the amount of like pandering that like is happening towards gamers. That sounds really gross to say. Um, but yeah, I don't know, every single ad that I hear, even like I'm at my parents' house, like ads are supposed to be catered to you, but when I went to my parents' house, half of the ads have like electronic or like trap music. It's got like video game elements and stuff in it. Um, it just feels weird, like culturally, to be a gamer right now. Um, particularly because like it feels like they got us. This sounds very like conspiracy theory ish, you know? But hobbies and like drugs and alcohol and merriment is used to like control the lower and middle class, right? So that we waste time and we don't rise up against our oppressors. I don't even know if quotes there are necessary. That's probably true to some regard. But they're really fun. I don't know. I enjoy them. The games that like get me, like Monster Hunter and Overwatch, I can sink like thousands of hours in. I started like last year talking about how I really wanted to get good at editing, and I quoted that Michael Jordan quote where it's like, you got to put 10,000 hours in something to like truly master it, and I was like, I'm gonna put 10,000 hours into editing, you know. Um, but I don't know. The more and more that I'm looking into like entertainment culture, the more and more it feels like a trap. And I don't know, I've just been feeling lost as of late, if you couldn't tell by like the lack of uploads and everything. Um, yeah, I remember while I was going on that tangent about having like not real conversations. I want to be real with you guys. You know, I want to have good conversations with you and for you to have good conversations with me. Because like some of the best conversations that I've had, I'm just trying to be like more honest. I've got like I'll show you a board, and this was shit from February. You can see like up there that it's February, but something that I have changed. I'm trying to lie less, and this is the last time that I've lied. So I'm trying to keep that going. I'm gonna update this board just because it's like 2 months behind, right? Um, but yeah, I want to have real conversations with you guys. I know that sounds like goofy and it's like I'm a person on the internet, but I feel like there's value in that. Like being good at a video game or playing a video game for X amount of hours doesn't really get you anything other than good at the video game. But connections you make with people kind of last forever. You know, all the conversations I've had with people throughout my life, I can look back on those fondly. I mean, I guess you can look back on video games fondly too. It just feels like we're letting like companies win, you know? I don't know if that makes sense. Um, I don't know. That feels the same with like sports, drinking, the like alcohol, drugs, anything. I like if you're getting lost in it, that the only thing that helps is like the upper class. You know, you're not doing yourself any favors. Yeah, I feel like this is getting more rambly as I've gotten through the bigger talking points that I wanted to get through. But one more big thing that I wanted to say, I have this tendency to kind of just collect games and be like, oh, I can talk about this in a YouTube video, and like I'll play it on stream and get like a bunch of content out of it. And the only thing I've really done is do daily uploads of Overwatch, Marvel Rivals, and Deadlock. Which I want to play more Deadlock. Deadlock's really fun. Um, but yeah, I want to actually start blowing through Steam games. Yeah. I want to go back through like Satisfactory and God of War and Dragon Nest, a couple of MMOs and stuff. And just kind of just talk about games. Because there's a lot of games that have gotten really good mileage for me. As an example, let me pull up Steam again. Monster Hunter World, right? I bought this for like $60 and then Iceborne for another $60. I put like I don't know if you can see it right here, but it's like 1450 hours on that, which is insane, right? We just divide that by 120. No, I think it's the other way around, right? Yeah. It's 120 divided by 1450. Yeah. So that's 8 cents an hour I'm paying for that video game. That's a wonderful rate of return. Um, I've got a lot of games where it's like, yeah, Endless Space, I've got like 750 hours on. I want to talk about it. That was like a $60 game for all of it. I just feel like there's a lot of hidden gems that I've got in my Steam library that we could talk about. But yeah, it's also really funny. I'm making this video while in a Minecraft server. And I'm standing on top of a hell machine in the nether. I'm on top of a gold farm right now, but you can't really see it because of the fog, right? I don't know. I kind of play games in like the weirdest way possible, so I feel like the games that I enjoy wouldn't be like entertaining to all of you guys. So it kind of stops me from talking about them. But I feel like that's more just how I edit things rather than the games themselves, because I see games do good with other people's YouTube channels, and I'm like, oh, they're just bigger and they have a better audience, but like I just have to work on it more, right? I don't know. I just feel like as things are changing, I need to change too. Like if I'm staying the same, then I'll get left behind, which sounds depressing, but it's kind of true. I've seen that with like everybody who like stops trying. They just get like left behind. And I don't want that to be me. So, yeah, I'm gonna get back on it. I'm gonna start doing daily uploads for you guys, and I'm gonna try to, with applicable videos, make TikToks for them and stuff. I've got a lot of like clips and stuff, so I'm gonna be making clip dumps for TikTok. But outside of that, I feel like I'm just gonna be making TikTok videos for just like videos, just to like point them at the video that you should be watching. But yeah, I don't know if anyone made it to the end of this video. It's like a 17-minute video of me just saying the most depressing shit. Like, goddamn. Genuinely though, if you did make it this far, leave a comment. I want to see who made it this far. That'd be cool. I appreciate that if you did. Again, like, subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day or night, your week, month, whatever. You're all beautiful and wonderful. Goodbye.